Joining me now is an entrepreneur and agro consultant, John Akerele. It's nice to have you join us right now.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, for over 60 or about 60 years, or let me say even over 60 years, Nigeria has been, agriculture has been iconic for Nigeria. And even our national flag was the colors were gotten from agriculture, but that's because that was what we were. But up until now, we've not still been able to transform that agriculture. We're still doing it the crude way, the same way we used to do it 60, 70, and even maybe 80 years ago. Talk to us about this. Where is the challenge? What's the missing link?
I think we missed it at a point where we forgot where we're coming from. We forgot our heritage, we forgot who we are. We are Nigerians, and agriculture has been the bane of what we stand for. But the parts where we move from agriculture and we look into oil, it gave us a kind of mentality that agriculture is not the way. And that's why you see the drastic drop in the analysis we have the other time. So for us as a people is that we should retrace our steps back to this good old days of being a good farmer. And as a farmer, you can also be wealthy as well. So as a people, there's no doubt about it that going back into agriculture is just the way for us. We've seen it clearly now that we've tried other things and it's not working. Rather than good, it's causing more harm to us.
All right, but in the area of, we see young people coming with all sorts of creativity, so many kind of ideas, innovation in different areas. When it comes to agriculture, we're not seeing that commensurate creativity adding value to what agriculture is and growing this and coming up with new things.
I will not accept that from you.
Okay,
the reason is because while growing up, I used to know agriculture is you digging the soil and planting your seed. But now we have soilless farming, where you don't even need to till the ground. You don't even need to plant you can use with your pipe, you can plant your lettuce, you can plant your vegetable, your tomatoes, and all sorts. So if you say to us that young people are not adding value, we are adding value. Only that there is a microscopic few of the young people adding value to agricultural sector, and that's why it's as if you are not really seeing the evidence out there for us as a people.
Exactly, because that's the concern right now. It's a gold mine, like they say. Agriculture will remain a gold mine until the end of time because people will keep eating. People will keep eating. As the population increases, more mouths to feed, and then it puts more pressure on even agricultural products. Yeah. But how come? How much of companies are buying into the fact that agriculture is still that gold mine, and we have to invest in it to get yield or to get results?
I think on that part, that's where we have the issue. Many people still look at the timing of between your planting and harvest, and they also look at the yield that comes out of it. So they prefer to, let's take for instance, plantain. If you do plantain, it takes you about 9 to 11 months for it to get harvest. So many Nigerians don't have that patience to wait for 11 months before they get their money. So it's a big issue for us, funding. But aside from that, I just want to say that as Nigerians, we should encourage ourselves, even if nobody's encouraging us. And as young people, just like David, encourage yourself and make sure that there's still a value chain you can tap into and solve problems for us.
All right, John, thank you so much for coming on the program this morning.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Right. Me now is an entrepreneur and agro consultant, John Akerele. John, it's good to have you join me right now.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Now, in the world today where youth are so busy, with new ideas and concepts and all of that, the agriculture sector is also yearning for such kind of innovation and creativity. What should really change when it comes to adding value to all of the different, from the crop farming to livestock and all of that? What basically should change?
I think so many things have to change. One is mechanism and tools. Before now, we used to plant using hoe and cutlasses, but I think there are machines that can do planting of seed for you.
But a lot of people are still planting using hoe and cutlasses.
Yes. So if we have machines that can help do that, it will make it easier. It will reduce time of production, and then it will maximize cost for us. So I think there are so many things that we can also look in that direction. So machine implements and trainings, because as time changes also, you see that even seedlings also have their own changes. There are times that they have resistance and all of that. So these are things that we need to update ourselves, update our knowledge base, so that we are in time with what is trending, and at the same time, we are still in agriculture.
All right. Now, besides the mechanized farming, there are issues of marketing, there are issues of packaging, there are issues of branding, there are issues of preservation, there are issues of storage, PR, you know, new frontiers, and all of them. These are all chain along the way that should make things look different. Now, when it comes to attracting investors into that area, how much of that should really happen right now?
I think all of the area you have mentioned actually need investors. Let's take, for instance, the processing department. Now, if you're talking about processing, you're talking about almost £1 million project, because to get a machine that will do processing is costly. And an average farmer might not be able to.
But how about people coming together to form cooperatives or form associations, that, you know, pulling resources and capital together?
That can work, but then it needs governmental support. When there's a governmental backing, then you see that people who want to invest will come, saying that the government is involved in this. But when an individual, you know, there's issue of trust, so that might not really work. But when the government is involved, then you are sure that anything that the government is involved, you can bring in your money, and then you are sure that you have a good returns from there.
All right, John Akerele, thank you very much for coming on the program.
The pleasure is mine.
Thank you.